7% of all high school athletes go on to play in college. As proud members of the 93% that didn't, this is Fratletes.
All right, so the MLB season just started. We are about 16, 17 games into the season, which is the perfect amount of time to completely overreact and tell each other exactly how the season is going to go. Yeah, let's start off with you, Sini. How the Reds doing? The old Red Legs.
I'm gonna start off with some positives. We are 6-9. Nice. Our top three pitchers look extremely promising. Hunter Green has battled this year. Nick Lodolo has been phenomenal. I believe he's still tied for the league in most strikeouts, even getting pulled after the fifth inning his last outing. The bats have been kind of surprising. I know we just got our ass whooped by the Phillies, but we did score 2 touchdowns on them the game before. I was in attendance at that game, not taking credit for it, just saying. But the aggravating part is like moving Sessa from the bullpen where he's been successful his whole career to a starting pitcher, and Connor Overton being our 4 and 5, like those guys being our last 2 in the starting rotation. It was like any fan of the Reds saw it from a mile away that we were not going to be competing on the days that these guys were pitching. And that's exactly how it's turned out so far. Sessa just had no business being a starting pitcher. He'd been successful out of the pen, and that's where we struggle is bullpen arms. So I'd love to see him go back to the pen. Matt McClain is continuing to tear it up in AAA. I'm really excited to see him get called up. Senzel, I'm holding on for this last little bit of a chance that he breaks out and stays healthy. Yeah, I did that on purpose. But we're finally moving him back to third base. I saw you try not to giggle, and I'm like, well, Nick Senzel is finally moving back to his original position at third base. So I'm excited to see what he holds over there. Votto's coming back from his rehab assignment. So I don't know. I don't have too much to complain about because last season at this point we were like 3-11. So we can't start out 3-22 again like we did last year.
All right, and you want to go next with the Pirates?
Yeah, basically, I was just gonna say I don't really know anything about anything when it comes to baseball because, I see that we're winning. We, the Pirates, are usually bad. I'm pretty sure we have a winning record right now. We swept the Boston Red Sox. Once again, don't know shit about baseball, but that's fucking Boston Red Sox. Are they ass this year or what?
Yeah, they're kind of bad, but I can't say anything. The Orioles lost the series to them, so yeah. The Orioles and Pirates have the same record, 9-7.
Hell yeah, dude! Winning records, it's not gonna last. But I'm loving this, man, and I don't know how we're doing it because O'Neal Cruz broke his ankle, and that was the worst thing that could have happened to us. I thought he's our one highlight besides Brian Reynolds. Brian Reynolds is like Tim Duncan when O'Neal Cruz is like Vince Carter. You know what I'm saying? And Brian Reynolds is good.
That actually is an incredible comparison. That was really good.
He's good. He does everything right. But dude, O'Neal Cruz hits home runs into the river. That's fucking fire. That's what I like when I go to a baseball game. But so when he's first of all, did no one ever teach him what to do in that situation? Because it looked like he just did. He lagged.
He half slid.
Yeah. He just logged out and then logged back in.
Yeah, it was bad. He definitely half slid, didn't know to slide, not slide, and did the worst thing you can do in that situation, just kind of threw the body at the ground.
Yeah, you either gotta slide around him and try to smack the plate, or you just gotta fucking truck that guy. You're gonna be out, you probably get fined, but dude, you are 6'7".
Now he's out, and he's out for a while with an injury.
Yeah,
so
a broken ankle is horrible. And I don't know who that catcher was. I have no beef with the White Sox, but when that guy said, "Bitch, what the fuck was that?" I, on my phone at my office, hundreds of miles away, was like, "Who the fuck you calling bitch?" I was pissed. I was like, "No way, you're talking about my pitcher, or you're talking about my player like that." I was pissed, bro. I was mad.
Yeah, that's definitely worst case scenario that could have happened to the Pirates this year was losing, like, because that was, like you said, the human highlight reel. Like, that's why that was putting people in the stands was solely going for him. At least Andrew McCutcheon's back, so at least you
Yeah.
have that. You have
Yeah.
that.
Memories, right? That's all we really have.
Yeah, I mean, he does what he does. You know, he's just he's the vibes guy now.
He's like the Heinz Ward. That
Exactly.
doesn't hit people as hard. I guess it's like a Jeffrey.
Hayden's on fire with his comparison tonight.
Baltimore Orioles bats are absolutely electric. Second most runs scored in all of MLB. Adley Rutschman, MVP, lock it in. Dude does not leads the league in walks. 5. I mean, this man. Every time I look up, he's either on base for a walk or a hit. He's coming up in the clutch every time he's up with the guys on base. He's bringing them home. Ryan Mountcastle I was actually at the 9 RBI game. That was grand slam, absolutely electric. The downside, our pitching can't hold anything right now. We have blown multiple 4+ run leads and lost. I mean, I don't know what we expected. We knew our weakness was our pitching. Kyle Gibson, God love him, brought him in. He's 3-0. Unfortunately, couldn't get his 4th win the other day. But we're here. So if we can get pitching, if this team can get pitching, they're a top team in the league. But, like, unfortunately, the only thing they are consistently doing in the pitching staff is hitting the over. So there it is. If you want free money, I think it actually has hit 7 straight days or something. It's insane. Absolutely insane. You got to love Orioles baseball. Got to love Orioles baseball.
As much as I hate the Ravens, it's surprising because the Orioles are just like so the opposite of the Baltimore Ravens. Like the Baltimore Orioles just feel like America's team in a sense, and the Baltimore Ravens is just like I would rather like puke all over myself than root for that team.
The Raven, it literally is the way I look at the Orioles is they're a bunch of frat guys who happen to be good at baseball right now. Like we're bonging water when we hit home runs. We have our double. The guy hits the sprinkler, and then the whole dugout spits water out of their mouth. I mean, this team is electric. I mean, they have the Sellies down pat. Actually, funny story: the guy who made the Homer hose, the Dong Bong, actually got sent down 2 days later. So that's like super awkward for him. But like, thank you. So shout out to him.
You should get an endorsement deal.
Yeah, hope you figure out the curveball in AAA, but thank you for the Dong Bong.
I don't know how I feel about the term Dong Bong. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
It is interesting, but that's what everyone started calling it. That was the players call it the Homer hose, but it does.
I think I'm leaning towards the Homer hose.
You see,
Dong Bong is going to take a little bit.
When Pat McAfee started saying Dong Bong, though, that's when it was kind of like a rap.
If McAfee said it, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, like McAfee, like Jeff Passan, like all of them were saying it on like their interviews. And like it's caught too much steam being the Dong Bong for us to try to rebrand at this point.
Okay.
I need the Orioles to start selling it in the stadium because I want someone to hit a walk-off home run and the entire stadium is
just fucking ball. Oh my God, that'd be electric, dude.
Be the greatest moment in sports history, I'll tell you that.
Dude,
I'll tell you that.
I have a question for you guys since you're baseball guys, at least maybe more than I am. How do you feel about that new pitch clock? Because I know it's like the hot issue right now in baseball.
I think it's kind of awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it's better than I thought.
Zach, so you both have been to games and watched them on TV. People are saying watching it on TV, it makes it better. It kind of makes it suck for when you're there because it goes by so much faster. Do you feel the same way? Does it really feel that much faster? Or?
Yes, I will say, especially when I went both times, like if you leave now for like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, oh, I gotta go get a beer. Like if you go to leave, you're missing an inning. Like so especially if someone's working fast, like I've actually missed like multiple home runs because like you leave and then like all of a sudden like they get that thing going, and you can like last out made in an inning can be like 6 minutes. So
Wow.
it's crazy how fast and efficient. I think I enjoy it. I mean, like you said, watching on TV is so much better right now because like it doesn't take up so much time. But as someone who like I like sitting down and watching baseball, like the time was never an issue to me.
Yeah.
I agree with Zach on that one. Also, what I was gonna say is, I went to the game on Saturday, and we got like the deal where you get like 6 drink tickets with your ticket, blah blah blah. And I was worried. I didn't think 6 would be enough, and I ended up. I know this is like kind of like holy shit, like Jake, you kind of suck. I did end up giving away a drink ticket to a Phillies fan, like.
Oh, wow.
But I'm just saying, like, you got to understand. By the time the game's over, like it cut off like a solid 45 minutes for me to have to drink like another beer. You know what I mean?
It's going to be interesting to see what they do with that stuff because I was seeing something where it was like how much money they are losing in beer sales is insane right now.
Yeah.
So that low key, do not be surprised. They'll say it's to help the pitchers or something. Don't be surprised if they move the pitch clock from 15 to 20 because they're losing money for ads, for all that. Like, it's going to be interesting. I think they'll try to. Games will be insanely fast this year, and they're going to be like, okay, we lost a lot of money on ad revenue, and then they're going to make it like 20 seconds instead of 15.
Yeah.
It's my bold prediction for it.